over to some news if we're in fact ready for that.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah. Good news week.
It is. Why don't you guys start us off with something? What's first up on the docket?
How about, do you just want to go through all the DC casting news that dropped this week?
Sure.
Knock it out.
There was quite a bit. The first one was that Ron Livingston is replacing Billy Crudup in the Flash movie, and then Iris West. Shoot, I didn't write down her name. What's her name?
Kiersey Clemens.
Kiersey Clemens is confirmed to return for the Flash movie.
And that had been like heavily hinted at on several occasions, but
yeah. So, and I think we're all kind of looking forward to that more.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, I'm really bummed about. I mean, I'm
dropping.
Yeah. After seeing him, I mean, I knew he was a good actor, but after seeing him in the morning show, like, oh, he's got so much talent.
Yeah, get him another.
Ron Livingston's great though, and I'm sure he'll
be good in the 1 minute that he's in.
Yeah.
When he kills Nora. Well, when he doesn't. When he gets blamed for it. What if they twist it up though?
What?
He actually does. The next one was Helen Mirren. Dame Helen Mirren was cast as the villain Hespera in Shazam: Fury of the Gods. This is a character created for the movie. We don't really know who this is, but Helen Mirren's she's a pretty accomplished actress.
I think I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's been on a one movie or two or more. But that's fantastic.
She's been in more.
I hope she doesn't phone it in. And I kind of hope it's more than just kind of like what Julie Andrews was for the big octopus in Aquaman.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was really cool to hear, but at the same time, it was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
The next one, and this one was really cool. Pierce Brosnan has been cast as Dr. Fate in Black Adam.
Heck yes.
Which also got dated for July 29th, 2022.
That's really soon.
Yeah, that's really quick.
It's like a year.
Did you see the Times
concept?
the Times Square blackout for
that was
for
so
Black Adam?
dope.
That was so it's great marketing.
That's Dwayne being like, yeah, I got money.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just being some dude in Times Square at that time though that knows nothing about DC movies, doesn't even care, and just the hierarchy in DC universe is about to change.
What is happening right now?
I think that'd be so funny to see somebody who doesn't care like reacting to that.
I think it'd just be cool just to even be there.
Yeah.
Like, when that happens live and you're like, what?
The Rock is speaking to me.
God, is that you?
But yeah, Pierce Brosnan. I think it's great casting.
Yes.
I feel like I'm ready to see him in something good again. It's been
the last movie I saw him was the Jackie Chan movie, The Foreigner.
I didn't see that one.
He was fine.
Was he fine?
He was fine.
I have family members who love Mamma Mia, so guess what I've seen him in most recently?
Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So it was really funny. Lepke texted me about the Pierce Brosnan casting, and he's like, dude, the guy from Mamma Mia is going to play Dr. Fate. And I was like...
He was James Bond, for crying out loud, people!
That's why he did it, though, is to just
he knew.
He thought it was funny to use Mamma Mia as his claim to fame. No, this is a really cool casting. And that cast is come together pretty nicely. It's got a good group. I look forward to that movie. I think it's going to be a surprise. Like, it's going to be pretty good. The concept stuff for it is super cool too.
Yep.
I think Boss Logic did that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I'm excited.
What other casting news we got?
I think that was it. Was there another one that I forgot to write down?
There is casting news on the CW. And let me get through all this stuff that my wife has on the iPad. they casted the lead girl in the Naomi show.
Oh, yeah.
From Ava DuVernay on the CW, which is crazy to me. Naomi has cast Casey Walfel in the show's titular role. So she's from Army Wives, I guess. I don't really know who she is. But that's a Brian Michael Bendis character. He's created some pretty awesome ones, namely Miles Morales, that a lot of people really love now. So I know my younger brother has read this comic, and he swears by it and says it's really good. So I'm curious to see what that show looks like. I know Black Lightning's done really well. I imagine this will be kind of in a similar vein, which will be awesome. So
I think they also recast Kate Kane on Batwoman.
They did.
It was the girl who plays somebody in the Zod family tree from Krypton. I don't remember her name.
Very cool.
Till Krypton was canned.
The
show was awesome.
Yeah, I need to watch all of it.
Yeah, same.
The DC had a little bit more news as well. Static Shock, which was a movie that was announced probably a month or so ago, produced by Michael B. Jordan, hired a writer, which is really cool that this movie is moving forward. They hired Randy McKinnon, who wrote Safety for Disney Plus, which that movie I thought when I watched the trailer I was like, this looks fine. Well, evidently it's really freaking good because it has a great critic reception just across the board. So that's encouraging. I think it's important to get a writer who knows what he wants to do with that story, and hopefully Michael B. Jordan lets him do his thing.
Yep. You got Brett?
I don't have anything else in DC world.
Me either.
I mean, other than
no, that's it. That's it. That's it. There's
no other news.
There's no other news.
So to stick on the topic of casting, I don't know if you guys saw this. Literally broke, I think, like an hour ago or something.
I was laying on the couch when this broke.
Russell Crowe is joining the Thor: Love and Thunder team in an unknown role.
Who's he playing in the stage play?
Yeah, right. This is just stage play 2.0 cameo time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
You mean he's not Mephisto?
Maybe he's Mephisto.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But
then we also...
Will he be a dick joke too?
We also got...
he's the real Ralph Boner.
Oh, nice.
We also got Disney kind of reshuffled their movies once again.
Yeah.
So, I wrote them all down. So we can all keep them straight for
the
next 2 weeks until they change again.
Okay.
So Cruella is coming out on May 28th. It's going to be in theaters and on Disney Plus as a premiere. So you're going to spend that extra $30 to see it.
And I won't.
Luca.
Dude, every trailer that comes out looks worse.
Is coming out. That's so true. Not Luca.
Yeah,
Cruella.
Yeah, it looks worse with each thing they release.
Yeah, I'm so not on board there. Luca is Pixar's next animated film. We talked about its trailer a couple weeks ago. It's coming out on June 18th on Disney Plus, not as a premium.
I'm excited about that.
Yes!
That's a good...
That's going to do well.
That's a good move.
It's going to make... Well, I was going to say make bank, but I don't...
It's going to do well.
It's going to get a lot of clicks.
I'm trying to figure out...
It's going to get a lot of first 5 minute viewings.
Why Pixar films aren't getting... Because both Soul and now Luca aren't on the premiere tier.
I wonder if Pixar has a say.
They might.
Because they are separate from Disney.
Yeah.
They might. That may be.
Because Disney Animation is its own thing too.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Like I thought maybe that's what it was. Is Pixar maybe views it as, I mean, they already pay for the service. Just give them the movie.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Disney's bankrolling us anyway, so we don't care.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's all very complicated.
Hey, I prefer it. So.
Hey, we don't have to pay extra for it. So, Black Widow, which had been in late May, got moved to July 9th. It is theaters and Disney Plus premiere.
I'll pay for that one.
So
yeah,
that one we'll have a
we'll have a good
watch
together.
party.
Yeah, for sure. Usually that's Luke and I's thing, but no, we just did it
later.
Free Guy. Man, do you remember that Ryan
Oh, I
Reynolds
forgot
movie
about that movie.
that was supposed to
That's
come
still
out?
coming out?
It's still coming out in August. August 13th.
On premiere?
Theaters.
Imagine holding that movie. Sure.
That one would have been great for the pandemic, I feel like. Because I feel like it's going to do fine in theaters.
Yeah.
But I remember when that first trailer came out and I was pretty meh on it.
Yeah, I don't think there's probably a ton of hype around it anymore.
I thought it was a funny trailer.
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, I thought it was like
COVID killed another one.
What? Yeah. Shang-Chi is coming to theaters on September 3.
Of this year?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Is it coming out before Eternals?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, we haven't even gotten a trailer for Eternals.
We haven't even gotten a picture.
Next is Eternals on November 5th. Also theaters. Basically,
they really want that one to be in theaters.
Basically,
Yes.
post-July, they've essentially said, we're aiming just for theaters. So, from here on out, nothing is going to be on Disney Plus or Premiere exclusively.
If we aren't able to just watch movies in theaters at that point, somebody done messed up. Somebody ruined this for everybody. Somebody made a mistake, and we should be healthier.
Good answer.
We should be smarter as a people. The King's Man, remember that?
Yeah,
movie?
actually I do.
That one coming out December 22nd.
They should just release that
It's a Christmas
tomorrow.
movie. It's gonna be a Christmas movie.
Just drop it right now, Disney. Hot drop it on Hulu.
Or send us a review copy. We'll watch it there too.
Then we have Death on the Nile.
Shoot your shot, right?
Death on the Nile was in the like the holiday slot, and they bumped it to February.
Did they CG out Armie Hammer?
Probably not.
And his gross mustache?
I doubt it.
That is going to be awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's been removed from like everything.
He got removed from another project this week.
Today.
I forgot he was even in that. Also, I don't care about that movie. Because
Knives Out 2 is going to be better.
Yeah, and I heard the first...
Murder on the Orient Express is... It is putrid. It's a terrible movie. It's one of the worst movies I've seen in the last 5 years.
Yeah, it was bad.
Death on the Nile has a very low bar to get above.
We can do a...
Watch it be the best
movie.
A drunk commentary?
A commentary rant on Murder on the Orient Express.
No, I'll just end up yelling and being pissed off the whole night.
Well, now I want to watch it with you, so...
I felt so
We're at a
bad.
crossroads.
You just got to strap him down.
I did read an Agatha Christie book, though, and it was actually really good.
Nice.
So, there's that.
So those are the Disney, Marvel kind of dates that have changed. Past February 2022, nothing's really changed. So
Cool.
those movies are still coming out. Planning on coming out then.
Of the big three, there's another studio that kind of does things sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sony has announced another video game movie.
Ooh.
This one is Ghosts of Tsushima, and it is going to be directed by Chad Stahelski of John Wick fame.
Ah, yes. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. This is a cool idea. When this was announced, I remember seeing it break, and I immediately was like, frick. Is Ghost of Tsushima on sale anywhere? So I started looking everywhere for it, and it's not right now. But I definitely think I'll be playing that sooner than later now because of that movie announcement.
Mm-hmm.
Good hype driving machine by Sony there.
I was gonna say that's a great internal move there to move some product on one end that will hopefully get the hype train for the other one going.
And I think they have like 7 or 8 projects going right now.
They have a lot.
Their video game to movie / show world. They're doing a lot right now.
They are. Agreed. Luke, what do you got?
Something that I think just broke like right before we started that I'm really excited about, even though it's gonna be horrible. There's a Thundercats movie that's gonna happen, maybe. From Adam Wingard, who is
About to
just
become famous.
finished
Yeah, right.
Godzilla vs. Kong, which comes out in 2 days.
I'm so excited to watch that with you guys.
Dude, I'm hyped.
That's gonna be so fun.
It's gonna be higher. critic score on Rotten Tomatoes than Dune.
I just kind of want to set like a webcam up and like film our reactions to the movie.
Dude, do it. But he had a really long quote about how he doesn't want it to look like Cats and how he would like to do a animated CG realistic looking hybrid. And it kind of got me getting positive vibes from it.
Okay.
Thundercats are so weird.
Mm-hmm.
It works so well as an 80s cartoon. And I just feel like he can't do it any other way. But I'll still be super hyped for that. Thundercats. Oh.
Very interesting. Well, speaking of Godzilla vs. Kong, it opened this last weekend outside of the U.S., and it did $122 million, which is really, really good.
Highest opening for any movie ever.
It's sitting at about 80% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Higher than Dune.
That's higher than I expected from critics, so that makes me a little more.
And I want to set a rule right now.
Mm-hmm.
When we eventually do our,
It's less than 2 hours long.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Wow.
that helps it probably with
Probably
why it's better.
with critics at least.
Kings of the Monsters or whatever is like 220. I feel like. Anyway,
feels
when we
like
eventually
3.
do our
it
prediction results, that is when we're gonna determine. We could probably do it earlier, but we're gonna read the Rotten Tomatoes score for Dune and
Okay.
Oh yeah.
be like, which one is higher? Luke, you're right. Luke, you're wrong. I'll be right. Unfortunately, I do want Dune to be better.
I have faith in Dune.
I've got a lot of faith in Dune.
I have faith in Denny at least.
I'm just making a betting against the house.
If there's one thing I was taught by,
Excuse me.
not taught, if there's one thing I was told by my father, it's that the house always wins.
I think WB is definitely going to win. Or Legendary. I don't know who gets all the money.
Probably WB.
Probably.
Because Legendary was pissed when they made that announcement. We forgot one piece of Disney news.
Oh, did we? Yeah, we did move ahead of Disney a little bit, didn't we?
Pretty big.
It's a big deal.
Pretty big story. The Obi-Wan series got its cast.
Disney.
Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically,
here in 5 years, we're gonna be talking about the movie industry, and it's just Disney.
Yeah, Disney does all of it.
That won't happen.
Our podcast is
we
going to be
can't
called
let it happen.
What the Disney?
Probably. I don't have the list in front of me. I totally forgot about this news story until just now.
Some that were in it.
Kumail Nanjiani, O'Shea Jackson Jr.,
Joel Edgerton,
which is always good.
That was really cool to see. But
Sung Kang, I think is his name.
I'm pretty sure Kumail Nanjiani's gonna just be a droid. I feel like his personality fits every droid's personality perfectly.
Who was it? Safdie bro. Benny Safdie.
Safdie.
Good there?
Yeah, I struggled to get his name.
Yep. Moses Ingram, Joel Edgerton, Bonnie Piesse, Kumail Nanjiani, Indira Varma, Rupert Friend, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Sung Kang, Simone Kessel, and Benny Safdie. I don't really feel like I need to say Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen.
What?
But they are there. They are there as well. That one came out immediately.
I was certain they were going to recast Obi-Wan for this. I can't believe
they did.
Ewan decided to come back.
It's actually Joel Edgerton is playing Obi-Wan.
He's playing Obi.
and Ewan McGregor is
he's playing the droid.
Oh no! Oh yeah. And Kumail is actually Uncle Owen.
There you go,
dude. I'm here for it. Let's go.
But yeah, that was a cool little announcement today. It's exciting.
Yeah, they really got me like, okay, like, let's do this.
Yeah, Lepke, I've not heard of the Hayden guy either.
Hayden Christensen, he's been in something.
Didn't he do?
He was in Jumper.
Jumper.
That's what it's called.
That's
And
I was thinking of Next, but that's the one with
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
He's also in that movie where he's having heart surgery, but he's like awake. You know, actually, I had chest surgery back before college, and I watched that movie 2 days before I had surgery.
Why?
I watched it with friends, and
Did
I
you
just
think-
remember
did you
I was
think
watching
it
that, and I was
was-
like, "Dear God, I hope this doesn't happen to me." Anyway, it went fine. Now
Was the
big
movie
crack
called
in my chest.
Awake?
Yeah, it's called Awake.
Oh, really?
And Jessica Alba was like, "I want to sell his heart on the black market," and I was like, "What is Jessica Alba doing in this movie?" It was a bad movie.
sounds bad.
I think we have a DVD of Jumper around here somewhere. Stephanie
I love Jumper.
Stephanie loved that movie.
I don't even care if it's bad. I love that movie.
I think I've watched it
Guilty
twice.
That's
pleasure.
got Samuel Jackson in it too, doesn't it? That's
Yep.
right.
I think I've watched it twice.
It's part of the B movie superhero
like
universe
before
with
there
like
were before
Code 8
there
and
were
Jumper and
universes.
Push
Yeah, Push.
and Project Power.
I
is,
liked
think, in there
Push.
too.
I liked
Push is awesome.
Push is a lot of fun.
That was who is that?
Chris Evans
Evans. That's
and
right.
Fanning,
Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
some good B movies out there.
Shimon Honsu is the bad guy in that one.
he's in everything.
He's the bad guy in
He's in the Kingsman.
everything. Oh, Lepke says Jumper is on Prime. So if you have
Watched
Amazon
it last
Prime,
week. Guilty pleasure.
yes,
Great.
I love it.
The best part about Jumper is when you get to the last, tangent. The
Yeah,
last
fine.
5 seconds and it's just like, boom, Kristen Stewart, and you're just like, what?
Excuse me?
She's like, oh yeah. Brother, I think.
Good job.
Luke, do you have
It's
any
like you
other-
wrote that
other
scene or
news
something.
over there?
I probably wrote it better than they did. What?
Did you have any other news stories?
I have one more.
Yeah, I've got 2.
All right.
I got one more.
First one
Got one more.
is that SDCC, San Diego Comic Con, if you didn't know, it got rescheduled. I think they just said they're doing Comic Con online like a couple weeks ago,
Mhm.
but now it's gonna happen over Thanksgiving weekend. So now all the comic creators are gonna have to choose their livelihood or their family.
How dare they?
That's quite the
Yeah,
decision.
I don't. Travel's gonna be nightmare for people.
Mhm.
It's already the busiest travel day of the year.
Yep.
I don't
Like
understand
you're
that
gonna add,
decision.
yeah, whatever.
Because it's all
For me-
online.
I don't care. I'm not going.
yeah.
I'll read everything online.
And I'll watch the 2 trailers that come out.
Yeah.
after.
But it will. I bet it gets again, or maybe it's still all online and I just read it wrong.
What else you got?
The other one is that Regal theaters are starting to open.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Some are opening this weekend.
Ours is not.
Ours is not. I was a sad panda when
me
I found
too.
it.
Yeah, Luke came over and he was so excited. He was like, "I can go see movies soon." I'm like, "Luke, it's not our area."
I'm waiting till I get my second shot for the vaccine, so I wouldn't have been able to go right away. But hopefully soon.
I would have
Maybe
been
by
able
the
to, and
time-
I'd have went and freaking watched Chaos Walking finally.
Dude, I want to see these movies in IMAX.
I just
I
want
just
to
want to
see
see him in
movies.
any theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been,
Except
it's
Tenet.
been too
I
long.
was gonna say except
Yeah.
except Screen X was
Yeah.
what I was gonna
Oh.
say.
Me watching Tenet.
Tyler, what was your last news story?
So you know, Game of Thrones did
That's right.
crazy numbers on HBO, and George R.R. Martin still hasn't quite finished that series.
You got 2 more books.
He's got 2 more books to write, and that fool just signed a
And-
5-year, 8-figure deal with HBO.
Those
Winds
books
of
are
Winter is
not
never
happening.
coming
They're,
out.
they're not happening. They're not happening. I saw a Reddit thing today, and it was like the stream of any George R.R. Martin announcement, and it was like George R.R. Martin is it's like a workflow.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
George R.R. Martin is announced for new TV deal. First comments, those books are never coming out. Second comments, maybe somebody like Brandon Sanderson can finish them. Third comments, but George R.R. Martin said that he doesn't want anybody to finish his books for him. Fourth comment, estate doesn't matter. Fifth comment, George R.R. Martin's never finishing those books, and it just like is a repeating cycle.
What about Elden Ring? 'Cause didn't he help on Elden Ring?
He wrote it.
When is Elden Ring coming out?
Nobody knows. There's so much mystery around that too. That dude is just like trying to make as much money for his estate before he dies. as
Imagine
possible.
being so wildly one-off. Not saying one-off as like he's not done anything that's other than Game of Thrones that's not successful. But Game of Thrones is his thing that got him successful. Yeah. But imagine being that successful that you can just stop producing that one thing, make 100 other things that are still a bunch of things of them are unannounced and not completed and whatnot. Yeah. And then just be able to live. I don't understand that level of success.
It's just kind of, to me, like, I hate to say this, it's kind of selfish, like, to be like, yeah, I'm gonna finish these books, and like you keep telling your fan base that, and then you clearly have no feelings towards them, or no sense of obligation to
like
finish
those books that. Would sell great. It's not like he's not gonna make money off of them.
Especially because the show's ending sucked.
Yeah, people will just
like,
eat him up just to get something different.
People don't like that. Let's do something different. He has, like, literally can do whatever he wants, and nobody would know the difference.
Yeah.
Crazy to me.
You could even just copy the TV show and release it, and people would still buy it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But at least it'd be done. I
bought the first book on Kindle for 99 cents, and I read the first, 10 chapters, and it was literally verbatim the TV show. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. Like, I watched this happen. Like, the lines and everything are the same. Nope.
My last piece of news is that today Cyberpunk 2077 got a big patch.
Is it like a 76 gigabyte update?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Oh no, I don't know the size, but
it's like 800 bug fixes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The list is unreal. That said, still not optimized for consoles and like for newer generation consoles, so I'm not getting on.
I might start playing it again now that maybe it won't crash my game and erase my saves.
Or brick your Xbox.
There were some really nice quality of life improvements for PC users, players, specifically around like graphic settings and stuff like that. So if I think you have a older NVIDIA graphics card, you can like actually use ray tracing now and some of that stuff. So that's pretty cool.
They gave us the stuff they should have had in the beginning.
Sorry. Yep.
I feel like that game still shouldn't even be out. No. It should still be worked on initially.
It should be in quality.
Yep. But hey, it went gold.
It went gold.